Podcast. Yeah,
What's
buddy.
up, podcast?
Good morning. I'm eating a fucking donut,
Good
so
morning.
Robbie's gonna take the
It's
lead
it's
for a little bit.
nighttime.
It's 9:45.
It's nighttime right now. It's 10:45 for me. Good night, America. All right, end of the podcast. Goodbye.
Have a good one.
All right, today we're gonna be talking about fears. Fears we have, fears you have, fears nobody have, maybe.
The fear of frosted
I don't
flakes
know.
on donuts.
The fear of a fucking sugar ball of a snack. The fear of diabetes.
Good old diabetes.
We'll be talking about sleep paralysis too. I got some stories about that. That's not really a fear, but that's just like
Scary.
scary. It's just not a fun experience.
Never had it.
I've had it a few times.
I
I
also,
I
I
don't
don't,
know if it's take. Go ahead.
I don't think I sleep long enough to get it. I only
I was
sleep
gonna
like
say I don't
4 hours.
Jeez. I was gonna say I don't know if what I have is technically sleep paralysis because I move. It's more like, I guess like, what would it be?
A night terror,
Like a yeah, or like a not
like
a
a
fever
like a
dream, but like
lucid
yeah,
dream fever
guess
tip, like.
yeah, yeah, just weird ass fucking shit that's like scary as fuck.
Also, if you watch the next like 3 episodes in order, they're all just gonna slowly go off the rails because we're recording 3 episodes back to back,
Yeah, we're grinding this out because I'm about to be gone for a month,
and
so
then
we
I'm
gotta
gonna
get
be in
fucking
Indiana all weekend.
shit pre-recorded. Yeah,
Yep.
we gotta get this shit pre-recorded. I
Good.
might disappear halfway through one of these podcasts because Hurricane Helen is currently fucking Georgia raw.
Helen's a bitch.
Yeah,
Helen's a
Helen need to suck
bitch.
my dick
I
from the
should
back.
have known better.
Alright, finish up with your fucking diabetes cake and let's get into this.
I also have chips.
Meal eating is weird. Oh, you motherfucker. I got fucking honey bunches honey bunches of oats.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the.
Motherfucking honey bunches of oats. Yeah. Sip on that tea. Sip on that tea. Tea drinker. I'm gonna throw your shit in the Boston Harbor.
Okay, let's start with like a common one. The fear of spiders. I feel like that's pretty normal. You
Yeah,
know.
that's like a normal thing. I saw a big ass spider in my room the other day, and I was making a burrito, and I saw that motherfucker. It was like this fucking big crawl up the wall, and I went,
I mean, like, if I see a spider, I'm not like, "What's up, blood?" But like, I'm not like dying.
yeah, I'm not like I don't like them. I see them, I go, oh fuck no, you know. But
But I'm
like
not like.
then I get like a fucking item, and I murder that bitch. I just grab a nearby item, and I just fucking
You have your Navy SEAL
grab the
moment.
just grab the fucking crock and just fucking.
Like, it's not. I understand the fear, but at the same time, come on.
Yeah, I get. The motherfuckers are weird looking.
Yeah.
They're poisonous too. Some of them.
But like, they're
They
cool.
got like.
Like, if I see a spider and it's far away, like outside, I'm not gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, if the bugs are outside, who gives a fuck? But when that bug in my house,
It's game.
dude, that's my house. Castle Doctrine. That motherfucker's dying.
The next one we have is Oriophobia. It's an intense fear of snakes. My mom
Oreophobia.
has this. My mom fucking hates snakes.
I think snakes are pretty chill.
It's kind of the same thing for spiders for me. If it's in a cage or it's like
Yeah,
over there, I'm like, hey man. If it's near me, I'm like, nah, I'd rather you go away.
I don't really mind snake. I've had snakes like on me. I remember I went to some fucking place and they had like a big ass snake and I had it like on my shoulders and shit, like wearing it like a chain. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, if a snake wants to bite you, all you gotta do is just grab that motherfucker by the throat like you hate fucking that bitch and just fucking
Wow.
and can't do nothing.
That's horrible.
I'm in a mood.
Archophobia and intense fear of heights. I'm not afraid of heights.
I'm afraid of heights. I definitely am.
I don't mind the heights. I mean, like, I don't look
Basic
over and I'm
training
like,
when we had to.
I don't look over and I'm like, wow, I'd really like to jump off that, but like, they don't scare me.
In basic, when I had to do the 40-foot rappel tower, dude, I was shaking in my boots. I fucking hate heights.
Yeah, they don't. Are you a big
I don't
roller
know
coaster
why.
guy?
I like roller coasters. Roller coasters are fun, but like, it's more like when I'm not like, what's the word? Like if I'm not like strapped in or something like
That's
that.
valid.
Like climbing a ladder high up, fuck no.
Do you see
But I'll
those
climb
dudes that
stairs with the
you see
railing.
those guys that climb those like 900-foot poles to change out a light bulb once a year?
Yeah, fuck that. They get paid a lot, so I might do
They
that
make
if
like
you know
300
for the
grand a
pay, but
year to
yeah,
do that twice a
they
year.
make a lot of money.
But fuck
But
that.
like, I hate heights.
Um, aerophobia, whatever, an intense fear of flying. I don't mind flying.
I have to fly a lot
I don't
in my
enjoy.
job, you
I
know.
don't enjoy flying necessarily, but I don't mind it.
Dude, I don't know what it is about me, but when I'm in a big metal machine that makes loud noise and move, I fucking conk the fuck out. I'll sit down in that plane, we'll start flying, I'm just fucking back of the Bradley, it starts moving.
Now I have had some
I don't
shitty
know.
flight experiences. We
I've had some goofy flight experiences.
we went down to Miami this past a couple months ago, and on the way down we flew through Delta, and Andrew missed his flight, so I
Must be
was
a
in
mistake.
Miami by myself for fucking 3 hours. Which I get there, I get picked up by an Uber who doesn't speak a lick of fucking English. Thank you, 8th grade Spanish. So I'm like, uno más cerveza, por favor, which means one more beer. Like,
One more beer, please.
takes me to my hotel.
Me gusta.
I'm in a hotel in Miami, Florida, by myself. Like, man, what do I do? Like, I'm in a resort. So I take the night. It's the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. It had 2 showers and a bathtub in one bathroom. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a double shower. So I jumped in one shower, I jumped in the other shower, changed whatever, threw a hoodie on. I was wearing a hoodie in fucking Miami. Smart, I know. And then I fucking took a little nap from, traveling. Went to the work conference, whatever. The last night we're there, I get food poisoning. So we are gonna be like, hey, we were gonna go spend all day at the beach, whatever. I had food poisoning. I was like, I do not want to be outside all day. And by this time I was fine because it was the morning. But that night, dude, every like 30 minutes, that Jersey Mike's destroyed me. And the funny thing is when we did a work conference in Arizona, I also got food poisoning in Arizona. Um, so we go to the airport, whatever, and we were like, okay, we got 8 hours until our flight in this airport. Let's see if we can get on the earlier one. So we managed to get on the earlier one, and we fly from Miami to Chicago. We land in Chicago. We sit in Chicago or no, we were in Atlanta. No, we flew
Oh
from
god.
no, yeah. So we flew from Florida to Atlanta, and we make our flight from Atlanta to Chicago. Or no, we were in Atlanta. Sorry, we were in Atlanta, and we were gonna fly Atlanta to Cedar Rapids. And it's like
Fuck the Atlanta
we've been
airport.
there for 9 hours. We're like, awesome. We're gonna go home. Perfect. Our flight is boarding. People are on the fucking aircraft, and all of a sudden, "Beep! Attention, flight 937. We cannot find a pilot for your flight. There will be no hotels and no reimbursements. No reimbursements for this flight." We're like, what the fuck just happened? We've been in an airport
No.
now.
How do you
We've
misplace a pilot?
we have been in this airport now for um let's say 11 hours. It is 10 o'clock at night and we've been there since noon. And they were like, sorry, the next flight to Cedar Rapids isn't for 3 days. We were like, I'm sorry, I got meetings tomorrow. So
We were
we
stuck in the Atlanta airport
hold
for
on,
3 days.
no, I'm getting there. So I go, hey man, can we fly to Chicago? Because my dad drove up and picked us up from Chicago. But we got to sleep in the Atlanta airport. And I don't know if you've ever slept in an airport. It fucking sucks. It is one of the worst.
The Atlanta airport.
Is a shithole.
My first experience in Atlanta airport was when I was going to basic training.
Yeah.
That was not fun. Having to have a hit time to go see my fucking future like drill instructors, and I'm lost in the fucking air. They have a train in that bitch.
They do. Which me and Andrew
That
literally
motherfucker was big as shit.
we were in the Atlanta airport for a total of 22 hours. So we just
They
from
got like a lot of shit to do.
from 11 p.m. until about 4 a.m. we literally just explored the airport and we're like giving fist bumps to random strangers. We saw how many chicken nuggets I could fit in my mouth. Like we were bored out of our like we could have just watched a movie, but we were like, fuck it. When in Rome. So yeah,
When in the
moral of the
Atlanta
story:
airport.
don't fly through Delta and fuck the Atlanta airport.
Dude, that fucking. I think my worst flying experience is when I got flown out to Lithuania for my deployment.
That I mean that
On the
one.
way back, though, I did. The way back was probably the best flight I had because obviously I was coming home, so that was fucking nice that I was coming home, and I also volunteered for baggage detail, so I got first class, and it was like one of the big ass motherfucking planes. So first class was on its own floor, at the top, and that shit was nice as fuck. I slept the whole time. I watched like half of John Wick 3, and then
Yeah, when me and my mom flew my mom recently just got back from New York for her and my stepdad's like I don't know anniversary or whatever. They fucking flew in first class. I was like, damn, y'all bought them tickets too.
I
It's
get I get first class for free.
yeah.
Like I'll buy I'll just buy like normal economy tickets, but since I'm military, normally I get upgraded to first class
Yeah.
if they have open first class seats.
Do you have to
Like
be
they'll
active
call
duty for
for the
that though?
boarding. Yeah, active duty or a veteran.
That makes sense. I think yeah, my dad when we fly through Allegiant, he's the Marine Corps, so like that we get an extra bag for free. Honestly, I wish I would have joined for the goddamn benefits. I get free parking and like parking garages and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Cause like I'll go up there, they'll call like Group 1 and active duty U.S. military and veterans,
And you
and
go
I go
with
up
the
there.
special needs people.
I go up there and they scan my ticket, and then the flight attendant will just be like, "I went ahead and upgraded you to first class for free," and I'm like, "Sweet."
Also,
And then
ladies,
everybody else boarding the plane after me
ladies,
like looks at me like,
women that are listening to this podcast, the one girl who might be trans that is listening to this podcast, if you want to test a man or your man's patience, see him in an airport for a day. And I don't mean the Cedar Rapids airport or like the Peoria airport. Take him to
international
take him
airport.
to O'Hare. JFK, Atlanta, Denver. That is the true test of a man's patience. Because you got
Yeah.
people running everywhere. You got kids crying. I watched a kid get punched in the face in Atlanta, Georgia because he spilled his little brother's lemonade. And the kid wasn't like, oh, darn, we can get you a new one. He punched his little brother, who was autistic, in the face over a Dairy Queen lemonade at 11 a.m. on a fucking Sunday. I was so confused.
International airports are wild.
Nobody speaks a lick of English.
The
So
amount of sins I go through at the airport is fucking wild.
if
I go
you
through a whole can.
if you
Like,
ever want to test a male's patience, take him to an international airport. It is the true test of like might.
that shit is a bloodbath in there.
But at the same time, every time I think back on an airport experience, I love it. I'm like, man, I can't wait to fly again.
See,
Okay,
I kind of hate it because I fly by myself and I get there early as fuck. I'll get there
I
like three
love
hours before my
same.
flight,
I'm the same way.
but like I'll be too worried that if I go to get food, I'll miss my flight. So I just sit at the fucking terminal for 3 hours, and then by the time like I start to board, like I'm like, oh shit, my phone's about to die.
Yep. That's why I always charge my MacBook because I can charge my phone off my MacBook. So I always make sure my Mac's charged.
Anyway, fears.
Yeah, fear and stuff. Dogs. That is spooky.
Are you afraid of dogs,
I'm
bro?
not
Dogs
afraid
are
of
so
dogs. I
cute
have
and
three
lovable.
giant dogs. I'm not afraid of
Yeah.
dogs in the
Dogs are so
slightest.
cute and friendly and lovable. And just, who's a good boy?
I don't
You know, like
necessarily fuck with cats though.
I like cats. I like all animals. Animals
Uh,
are just fucking cool.
some. There's certain I don't fuck with birds and I don't fuck with fish. Let me rephrase
What
that.
fish do? All they do is
Dude, I every time I've ever grabbed a fish, it's like "Ah!" and I'm like, stop.
That's
I
because it's a fish. What the fuck would you do if some ethereal being just grabbed you and pulled you into the fucking stratosphere? You can't breathe. You just get grabbed and pulled out of your home. Like the fuck. The fish got a good reason to freak the fuck out.
Oh my god. I
Like imagine if God just grabbed you and ripped you into space. And he was like, and then he just holds you like that and takes a picture with you and then throws you back.
So do
Like,
you
bro,
think when people skip rocks, fish are losing their fucking minds?
it's like a meteor.
Yeah. Just there's another
What
one.
do you think they? What do you think they do when people throw like tires and shit, or like when a car like fucking crashes into a river? Bro, imagine just being a fish and this fucking machine, this thing beyond your understanding, just comes in. Like,
Or like every time a boat passes, it's gonna be you can only see the lower half and it just
same with like ants, dude. I wonder what ants think when I kick their fucking stupid anthill into pieces.
it's it's essentially it's just Nagasaki but in ant form.
Yeah, like I'll see a big ass anthill, and I hate ants. So every time I see an anthill, I fucking hit that bitch with a bomb. I fucking kick the fuck out of that shit. Just ants flying everywhere, dude.
Oh fuck. What else do we have?
It's so crazy that we have so
the
much power
the
over every other living being on this planet.
the ethereal gods is a crazy fucking
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah. Some of How can you blame the fish for freaking the fuck?
Dude, and of course I start freaking out. So then they're like on the grass as I'm just trying to yank the fish hook out with my boot or something.
Oh, no audio. Oh, there you go. You're
There we
back.
go. Okay. This one is a fear of thunder and lightning. This shit's relaxing. I love,
Yeah,
I love
that's
a
like
good
people
rainstorm.
who are afraid of like thunder just like remind me of dogs. Like
My dog hates
you are
thunder.
you're you're a
Dude,
dog of a human if you're afraid of thunder.
my
It's just
brown
loud no
lab,
like
the second there's thunder, he fucking flies down the stairs, climbs in my bed, goes under the blanket, and pulls it above him. It is the
I
most.
guess it's kind of like an autistic thing if you're afraid of thunder.
Yeah, if you're autistic,
Autistic people don't like loud noises.
I
Which
like.
I get that, but like if you're not and you're afraid of thunder, like grow some fucking nuts.
Or be autistic.
Like
Pick one.
yeah. Like it's
The
just
next
loud
one we
noise.
have is the fear of injections. This one is mine. I hate, like, I would rather the world end than get my blood drawn. So for the like, I can get a shot. I can get a flu shot. I can stare at the needle perfectly fine. Doesn't bother me. The second they take a millimeter of my blood, out fucking cold. Because the last time I got my blood drawn, I was chatting with the lady, whatever. She goes, "Do you want me to tell you when to do it?" Sure. And just, she takes it. I'm fine. And then she goes, "Is this your name on the vial?" And then I saw the blood, and I just, and I just wake up to a juice box and slowly, slowly. So I got my blood drawn 2 days ago, and I had Manning come with me. I was petrified of passing out. So I was like, "Manny, she's gonna show you the blood. Just read the name on the vial. Make sure everything's right." I lay down. She goes, "You want me to tell you when I'm gonna do it?" I go, "Fuck no, just do it." I put my hat over my head. I'm like sweating. I'm shaking. Like I'm freaking the fuck out. I laid there for like a good 10 minutes after just just breathing. I hate and I, she goes, "You need anything?" I go, "Can I get a juice box?" Every fucking time. I hate getting my blood drawn, dude. Fear
I
of
don't mind it.
fear of
Every time
social
I get
interactions. What were you gonna say?
oh, you just fucked my story.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say every time I get like my blood drawn or get like a shot, I just stare like right at it.
Uh,
People who do that shit like me because my veins are very
they're easy to
easy to
find.
see.
I have one that's super
Yeah,
easy.
they always compliment my veins. Like every time I go, I'll like pull my sleeve up and I'll like do the fucking arm flex and then I just hold it there and they're like, "You got nice veins," and I'm like, "Thanks." And they're like,
Thanks, I
"You want to
guess.
look at it while I do it?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then they just stick it in there and I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with it. Fear of social interactions. I don't have that. I don't care.
Asperger's.
Uh, that's
I'm
all.
I'm afraid of social interactions with women,
Yeah.
attractive women. I'm skedaddling.
Ugly girls. Not even gonna try.
Spitting game.
Uh, oh, agoraphobia. Basically claustrophobia is pretty much what that is. Oh wait, no, that's different. Fear of places that are difficult to escape. You put that motherfucker in an escape room, he's losing his mind. That doesn't bother me. I don't. Now,
Yeah, I'll
claustrophobic.
jump
I'm
through.
not even
I'll
that.
make an escape route.
I'm not even that claustrophobic. I'm 215 pounds and 6'3". I'm never really in a crowded area or like a tight space. I've never been like, yeah, let me lay in this coffin. Like, no.
I have to not have it because I'm on the Brad and there's not a lot of room
Yeah,
in
there's
there.
not a lot of room in there. Yeah,
Especially climbing through the hell that's like this wide.
yeah,
Like I have to go sideways to fit through there and I get stuck. And I'm skinny.
yeah, it would not fit. And
You
then
would not
oh,
fit.
mysophobia, the intense fear of germs and dirt. Nah, I don't fucking care.
I I I
I
have to
don't.
live outside
Yeah,
in the
I
field. I
don't
don't
care.
give, dude. In the field, I am a fucking animal. I'll just be like caked in dirt and shit, and I just don't care. I
Yeah,
sleep in the dirt.
I
I don't
don't.
give a fuck.
It's a little bit of dirt. Germs don't bother me. I can't see them. I don't care. All right. This is kind of what this episode
I don't get sick.
got thought off of. Sleep paralysis. I have never experienced it. This is a Robbie thing. So, Robbie, good
Scary,
sir,
very scary.
take it away.
Yeah, like I said, or I didn't say this on the podcast, but I don't think it's sleep paralysis because like I can move, but it's like more like night terrors
Yeah.
type of
I mean,
thing.
I feel like
But
those
like
two correlate.
it only really happens when I'm like I'll be like I don't know, it's weird to explain. Like when I'm like half asleep, like I'm super tired and I'm like half asleep, I'll start like hallucinating.
Oh.
But like I remember one time I was laying in bed. This was back home, back in Iowa before I joined. But I was laying in bed, and my bed at home faces the door. The door is directly in front of my bed. You know,
Yeah.
I have it like that because I like to be able to see the door
I
in
have
case someone comes in there.
mine's
And
right
I
there, so I
remember,
get it.
yeah, I remember I'm like laying in bed and I'm looking at the door and I start to fall asleep and the door opens and I swear I saw like my dad peek his head in to like, be like, "What's up?" And then like I open my eyes and he's not there anymore. So I
Oh.
like look over to the left where like the rest of my room is to see if he walked into my room. And then like it's just like a black face, like pitch black, no fucking facial features, right in my face, and it went like,
Oh yeah,
and I went,
that's fucking terrifying.
yeah, I like threw my fucking hands up ready to fight. I was like, oh, and then like it disappeared, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I
And
don't.
then another time it happened, same same kind of story, pretty much. Same bed, same house. I'm lying in bed and I see like this figure at the foot of my bed, like standing over me, watching me. And it's like just a shadowy figure. And I go, "Dad?" No response. And I'm like, "Wait, it's daytime. My dad's at work." And then like it fucking kicked in. Like I was like, "This is an enemy. This is not someone I
This is
know
an
watching me
enemy.
sleep." So like I'm laying in bed and I just fucking I like kick at that motherfucker and it disappeared. And I was like,
Yeah, I don't.
what the
I
fuck?
also have I have a condition called antiphasia. So like I can't imagine things at all in my head. Like if I close my eyes and I think of an apple, I can't see said apple at all. And I can't like I can tell you what an apple tastes like, but I can't see the apple. It's really weird. Like when I dream, it's just in black and white flashes. It's
Yeah,
weird.
I don't really dream a lot either.
I also don't think I sleep long enough to dream. my
Yeah, you're
s-
not in that REM
I
sleep.
don't think I've gotten REM sleep in like 4 years. I literally sleep for like 4 hours a day, and I'm like, I'm good to go. It's
There was
horrible.
another time I was getting an Uber to Walmart and I was tired as fuck. I started falling asleep in like the back of the car, but I didn't want to fall asleep, because I'm in an Uber and that's a little weird. So like I was like fighting to sleep and I kept fucking hallucinating. And at like one point, I'm like kind of starting to slump over and then like the driver like fucking jerked back and like went to grab me and I went and he's just
Fun
and I'm
fact.
like what the
Here's
fuck
a
just
fun
happened?
fact. Uber has a policy that if somebody falls asleep in your car, you're technically not supposed to wake them up. Imagine you can't
You know,
afford bread for your kids, and you're like, I'm gonna do some Uber tonight so we can buy grocery. Can you hear me?
cut out.
Oh no no no!
No
There we
audio.
go. Okay, imagine you need bread for your kids at home, and you're like, I gotta do this Uber tonight. I have to make $100, and some dude just in the back of your Uber and you have to drive him around until he wakes up. Wild.
I'm starting to think about all these hallucinations and shit when I'm cut. I might just have schizophrenia. I might
Yeah.
just be
Also,
schizophrenic.
I totally just came up with another podcast idea. Weird business policies. I think that
I
would
don't know.
be
It's just weird.
that's weird business polices, but I know how to read it. Also, if you guys are looking at our stream and you see the jihad destroying Barney, don't ask about
That's
that.
another topic.
I have to get ready because I have to leave, apparently. So we are going to cut this episode a little short, unfortunately. But I have a bunch of pre-saved episodes. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they work.
Maybe.
We don't know if they work. But Robbie, will you be on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. We're driving back Sunday, so and we can always record episodes from weird locations. We've done it
You can
before.
record a podcast in the field.
That would be
Dude,
nuts.
that would be fucking awesome.
As always, share this podcast with your stepmom, your grandpa, your hamster. Fuck you, Alec Baldwin. Same thing, Hassan Piker, the
Bill
one.
Clinton. Bill Clinton, love you.
You
Love
can
you, Bill
find me on
Clinton.
Twitter at the real Kamala Harris.
Follow me at the real Donald Trump.
That's never gonna end even when election season's over. Don't forget to not vote because it doesn't fucking matter. The Bucky's mascot still alive. He has not had his throat slit quite yet. Robbie's thinking about it. Look at that face. That face is a fucking little infidel. Why did I say that?
Little jihadi right back there.
44
Fucking
magnum to the
Haji.
fucking brain. All right.
Boo,
Podcast,
boo, boo.
podcast, podcast out.